Hey guys, welcome back to Amanda's Favorites, where I have new videos for you every Tuesday. I also give an extra video a month over on my Patreon page. That link is down in my description if you want to check out the different options to support me there. Today's video is going to be a full walkthrough of the new Whitney English Daily Planner, and then I'm going to do kind of a quick side-by-side comparison with a few other popular daily planners at the end of this. Your Whitney English Daily Planner, I want to say, before I forget, I have a $5 off code on the Whitney English daily or weekly planner. It's Amanda 5 off, and that will be down in the description. Also, if you are buying anything else from her shop that is not her planner, but you are a first-time customer, I can also get you $5 off through a different link that's down there in the description. And if you are one of my Patreons, Whitney English offered 50% off your entire cart, but only through January 31st, 2020. She offered it like 6 weeks ago, so it's been going on for quite some time, but 50% off your entire cart of physical or digital products from her. That code is over on my Patreon page. If you join it, even the $3 tier, you don't get my monthly video, but you will get her 50% off coupon code, which expires January 31st. So if you want to load up your cart and do that, you're going to have to do it quickly after this video. I tried to get this video out as fast as I could to give you guys time on that code before it expired, because it is an amazing deal and I don't know if she'll ever do that again for me. Let's jump into the daily planner. Her daily planner comes in a very similar box to her weekly planner. It's just bigger. I took it out of all the bubble wrap and plastic, but it's a magnetic box. It is meant for storage of your planner on a shelf, of course, but you could store cards or letters in here if you are not going to archive your planner on a shelf, but it's meant to look like a book on a shelf. Her daily planner only comes in this one cover. I believe it is called Antelope. You have the gold foiling on the storage box as well as on the daily planner. Now, this is a pretty pricey daily planner. It is $73, I think. I will double check on that. But it has 80-pound paper. I have not gotten confirmation on that, but it feels like the same paper that is in her weekly planner. It feels like the exact same paper, and that is 80-pound. On her site, it was not listed when I checked, and I did DM them to ask and did not hear back before I filmed this video. If I hear back before I edit it, I will put it in here, but the paper feels the same, and I did do a pen test. It feels the same that is in her weekly planner. Let's make sure we are in screen here. And let's take a look. So she lists the page as 7x9 on her site, but it's actually a little bit bigger than 7x9. The page is actually 9 3/4 by 7. Yeah. So you have a 9 3/4 by 7 page. So it's even a teeny bit bigger than your typical 7x9 planner. Now, then the cover, of course, adds a little bit more. She lists the full planner at 7 3/8 by 10 by 1 3/4. It's a very thick planner because you have 365 pages with 80-pound paper, if I'm right on that. And that is thick paper, and you have 365 full pages of that. So you would have full pages for weekends. You can set it down, pick it back up. And that's what I love about an undated daily. If a daily planner is not your only planner, then I really like to go with an undated for myself or some type of notebook type of thing. Because if I have my dated planner as my weekly planner as my guide, which is what I personally have, then an undated planner works amazingly well because you can use it on the days you need it. You don't have to use it on the days you don't want it, and you can get full pages on the weekends. Let's go ahead and let's start at the beginning. You have a really big accordion pocket up front, which is so nice. I don't know of any other daily planner that has this, and it feels very secure. And what that gives you is a pocket to be able to keep a monthly calendar in. Whitney English sells an 18-month one, or she sells some notebooks that you can stick in here. Let me grab them and show you. I could not locate her notebooks really quickly, but I did locate her 18-month calendar. So she makes this 18-month calendar here, which I have gone over in my review video of her weekly planner. I believe up here on YouTube, I have a review of her notebooks and her pen several of her accessories, and I think this was in that weekly planner video. If it's not, then this is in an IGTV with all her other medical books and notebooks. But either way, so it's in one of those two places. I have a full walkthrough of it. This 18-month calendar, and other companies sell some too that will fit in here, fits perfectly because she made the pocket so big and your planner can still shut. So if you are using this as your only planner, and therefore you will need a calendar to go with it, because this has no monthly calendars, nothing besides your 365 pages. There are no notes pages. All you have is you have your beginning. So I'm going to take this out so everything lays flat, but I do like that it has that bigger pocket. I do love the gold foiling on the inside because I tend to see the inside of my planners like this more than the outside. You have a letter from Whitney. You have a day on one page features. So just going over the layout of the page in here and her thoughts when she designed it. And then about the heart goals, because how she incorporates those into her daily pages, that is her method of goal planning and kind of just checking in on your wellness and yourself, her heart goals. Then you go straight into your 365 daily pages, and that is your entire book until the end, you guys. That's it. Because with thick paper, 365 pages is a lot. And that's why most planner companies, you do not have a year's worth of daily pages in one book in here. But she does. And you know what I didn't do? I did not weigh this book for you. I will try to make a note and remember to weigh this and stick it in the video right here so you can know how much it weighs. It is a pretty hefty book because it's big and it's a lot of heavy paper. It's completely fine to me. If you are going to leave this on your work desk at work or leave it at home, I would say 100% be good with it. Now, if this is something you're going to need to transport back and forth from home to work on the constant, I personally don't know that I would want this to transport. Number one, I don't know how the coil is going to hold up in constant transport because this is a big coil to go on a big, heavy book. And I just personally would not want to be throwing it in and out of a bag at this price. And I don't think this planner, was made to hold up for transport like that, being thrown in and out of a bag every day. I'm just not sure how it would hold up. Her weekly planner would hold up great. That's up to you. I would love to hear your thoughts on that. But let's look at the pen test and then the daily page layout, since that's what this consists of. And then we're going to do a little comparison. Your pen test are all the pens I normally test. Came out so well. Nothing is, of course, bleeding through, and barely anything is even showing through. This is a smooth paper, but it is not slick at all. It's not as smooth as plum paper, if you're thinking of like that, because a lot of people ask me that for comparison, but it is very smooth. It's nice to write on. It takes pen very well and does not seem slick to me at all. Okay, so I think we're over those main things I wanted to make sure we got through. Let's look at the daily page layout. You have 5 spots for 5 main goals or big to-dos for the day. Now you could use the bottom line. So I kind of outlined that here. You can see I labeled 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You could use the bottom line and you could make that even more. It could be 6 main things for the day. You have 8 H2O boxes or circles for your water to either cross off or highlight or color in. So water there. There's a little spot here. You could write dinner if you write that small, or dinner could go up here. You have a header room for kind of like an intention for the day or a motivation or a quote or dinner or somebody's birthday. And then you can circle the day of the week that you're on and write the date in. Me personally, I'm a big writer. So that's what it kind of looks like with the date written in and the day circled. I would honestly probably write out like Tuesday, January, whatever, 19th. Because that's just the way I am. I like to write my date big at the top. So I don't really love things where you circle the day and all that, but I know some people do so that you don't have to write it out. And then she has her little heart goals emblem there. Everything is in the light blue and then very light gray dotted lines. I like that there's nothing harsh. I really love the little bit of touch of blue on each page. I love how you have Your half-hour slot is in blue, so it's very easy to see. And you have from 7 a.m. to 9 p.m. Every single page is numbered in case you need to archive it. You know, if you took notes on a phone call or a meeting, because there is a lot of room here that you could take notes. But there's not really room in here to archive it. There's no index, there's no note pages. But if you are using her weekly planner along with this, I was looking to see if it's near me, but it's not close enough for me to just reach. But if you're using her weekly planner along with this, she has, of course, you know, index pages in there because every page is numbered too, and she has an index. And I personally would be using a weekly planner along with this. So you could index those notes in your weekly planner, especially if it was hers and you already have an index going. I'm going to link the weekly planner review down here in the description. I will also link the IGTV that I have about her medical care notebooks and products down here in the description, so that all those will be linked and easy for you to find if you want to check those out further. That's a look at your day. You have 29 to-do slots. That is a lot, you guys. I'm going to show you compared to the other daily planners. 29 to-do slots, and then you have a little quote on the side. So this little margin is taken for a different motivational quote every day. Remember, you're worthy of good things. The world needs more of you and your talents. I thought that was a really interesting use of space. Not something that I had ever seen in a daily planner. The only thing you could gain is a tiny bit more of room on your to-do line, you know, if you didn't have those quotes. So I think it's cool that she put the quotes there. It's very different. It's very unique. And it's a good place for them. You know, most people would stick them down here, but I think it's interesting where she chose to put it. Now, as far as your to-do lines, I absolutely love this because your to-do lines are really long and your schedule is a smaller, width. And that is exactly what makes sense to me, what I would need. I know everybody doesn't need the same thing, but you're to 3 3/4 inches for your to-do lines. And your schedule is about 2 inches, a little over if you go to the margin of the page. That's ample room for me to be able to write an appointment in, or even if I am time blocking my day out, which is more what I would do in a daily planner right now, since I might have like one appointment a week, you know, at the most. But to time block my day and think about how I'm going to break it up between homeschool and channel work and housework and working out and all that, this is the perfect amount of space to time block. Like, I don't need a wide space to time block. I love that she didn't take up half her page with the time blocking. I love that the to-dos are the main part of the page, and you have so much room for to-dos that honestly, you know, you have room. What mine would end up being is like notes down here, or kind of starting thinking about, oh, what am I going to be putting on for tomorrow? So that I kind of don't mess up tomorrow's page, because I always like to do that at like the end of the day, you know, to see where I really land at the end of the day, but to start thinking about like what's going to go on tomorrow. So I like that there's ample room on every page. I really think this is a great new planner, a great new addition, a daily planner to the planner world. I'm really excited to hear your thoughts on it. And we're going to do just a little side by side here. Now, this is not going to be an extensive comparison video. I have a couple of daily planners comparison videos, like between Day Designer and Simplified, and between Simplified and Erin Condren Daily Duo. I do have those. Those are under my daily planners playlist. And of course, I have my most popular video of the year, which is my top 5 daily planners, with also 5 runner-ups for 2021. And I will try to remember to link that down below too. But this is not a full comparison. This is just a kind of like look really quick side by side. So Day Designer has 2 sizes. Let's look at these first. Day Designer has the full size, and I have a video showing these 2 sizes from Day Designer. If you look at the full size of Day Designer, it is most similar to this daily planner. It's just a little bit wider, but they're most similar in size. The small mini Day Designer is much smaller. All these dimensions you can find on their sites. I just wanted to go over really quickly on Day Designer. You have 13 boxes on the mini and 17 boxes on the big. And then you have a more split evenly between your schedule and your to-dos. And you have more boxes to fill in at the top, and just a top 3. And your quotes at the top. You have a little note room at the bottom and a daily gratitude. And this paper is not as good. And now I can't remember. Shoot. I thought I prepared everything well for Day Designer, but let me look. I have my list right here and hopefully I can find it. Yes. The new Day Designer paper is 100 GSM, which equals 68 pound. So nothing near the 80 pound paper. This feels like really nice, luxurious paper. So the Day Designer paper is not that thick and it is dated, and Saturday and Sunday shares a day like that. So those are kind of your big main differences in Day Designer. And I have full review videos on all these planners. I will link those down in the description so that if you're interested in one of these, you can check it out. And I do have an affiliate link for Day Designer. I do not have a discount code right now for them. Simplified, which I know people are going to want to see side by side, is smaller. It is smaller, mainly in just height. You know, I would say a good inch smaller in height. Simplified, you have to share weekend pages. Simplified has 70 pound Mohawk paper. That's the pen test on the back of Simplified there. And I show extensive pen tests and everything in the full review videos, so I would go check them out if you're interested in one of these. But Simplified splits you down the middle. Basically, it's not down the middle. Your time slots are wider than your to-do slots. So that was and is kind of an issue for me with them. Your to-dos are even smaller than your timed slots. But if you're someone who needs more room on your time slots, more room to write, like for time blocking all day, then that might be something you want. You have a big note section at the bottom and no top 3 or top 5 or anything else to fill in. It goes along with the name Simplified, and it is dated. So that's your Simplified. I have a $10 off Simplified. If it is your first purchase, you sign up through a link down below and they will email you a $10 off code very quickly. I also have an affiliate link if you want to help out my channel when you are purchasing. If you purchase through my affiliate links, I greatly appreciate that. That's how I keep my channel going. Then we have the Erin Condren Daily Duo, which is split into 2 books for the year so that they're not too thick. It has Erin Condren's amazing 80 pound paper. You have a huge amount given for your time slots for the day. And it's about split evenly though for your to-dos, but your to-dos are only 13 lines worth. And it's 6 a.m. to 7 p.m. and an extra line at the bottom. That is your Erin Condren Daily Duo. And the size-wise, it's just a lot more lightweight since it is split for the year, but you also have to share weekend pages in Erin Condren. Then you have Plum Paper Daily, which you get to kind of design. You get to label these different sections or leave them blank. You have 80 pound paper, but it's not slick, but it's almost slick. Lots of people love the smoothness of it, and many people say it's too smooth for them. But it is 80 pound, nice and thick. Your to-dos, you have 15 slots here, but you could make these to-do and these to-dos. You could even make this part where you're supposed to put your time slots for the day to-dos. So really, their page is very flexible. That is Plum Paper. And then Plum Paper, I do not have a discount code for, and I do not have an affiliate link. KITLIFE, I do have a $5 off. Amandasfavorites is the code for that. That will be down in the description. And I do have an affiliate link. $5 off anything from KITLIFE. It's not just a one-time use. You can use it every purchase. In their daily, they have 100 GSM paper, which is 68 pounds. So that is the same as Day Designer, but their price is substantially lower than any of these other daily planners. So the quality that you get here for the price is absolutely amazing. And right now, their planners were 20% off when I was making this video. So the daily is normally $29. If you take off my $5 off code, Amandasfavorites, that makes it $24. Oh no, that's the full price. So that's not even calculated with the 20% off. It would be even less. When I was making this video, it was 20% off. So that's not even with the 20% off. I think the 20% off then brings it to just under $20 or somewhere around there. That's their pen test, and I do have a full video on them. They have to where their schedule is at the bottom. So it's kind of a really different page layout that lends itself well to journaling or lots of list making. But if you're just checking off the boxes, they have 15 to-do boxes, but then you have this whole side that could also be to-do or journaling or something else. So that's another daily option. I just kind of wanted to lay out some of the main, and those are not all of them. If you're interested in daily planners, definitely check out my top 5 daily planners video with the 5 runner-ups too. Let me know your thoughts down below. I always like to know what you guys are thinking down in the comments. I just thought it would be nice to see a couple of those next to this undated daily, but this is very different from anything on the market. I'm really excited to see what keeps coming out of Whitney's shop because I think she's doing a really good job at being innovative and unique and different, you know, in the luxury planner world. All right, guys, that wraps it up for today. Take care of yourselves, stay healthy, and talk to me down in the comments. I will see you next time. Bye-bye.